Welcome to your daily focus for September 11th, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. And I do send it right back to you. Well, let's see what the energy is going to be for us today. Eight of Wands. Going towards that goal, going towards that dream, going towards the possibilities of what lays before you. So this could be a hyper focus today on what you want to do. Maybe taking a thought and making it into an action, taking it definitely one step closer. Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles. It's about not necessarily hard work, but going the long way. Learning it step by step, not trying to jump ahead. And the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is thinking outside the box, the possibilities of your tomorrow. Let's stop there for a second. Eight of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and Knight of Wands, which means that this is a very flexible energy, and if we don't utilize the energy, then we kind of waste the energy that's available to us today. And we have the Eight of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. Eight of Wands is really looking forward to where you're going. I think in one of the decks I use, it's Gentlemen, Start Your Engines. It just gives me that energy. It's like you're at the starting gate. You know, the gun hasn't got off. You can't go forward yet, but you want to. You see it. You realize the potential. You realize the way of going forward. You realize what you need to do. There's a focus today, perhaps, on the dream, on what you want to manifest in your life, what you are giving focus to. Three of Pentacles is right in the middle, so it means that we really need to go the long way in order to, well, not the long way, but the smart way, one step at a time. We don't want to miss a step, then it becomes a long way. So really this is the story of the tortoise and the hare, right? If you just consistently do what you need to do, it bears great fruit. You win the race. But if you try and jump forward, you're going to have to stop at some point. Take a break, have to reroute because you missed the sign you were going so fast. And it takes longer. So this is definitely a warning, telling us to think things through, to maybe hold off on any decisions that you need to make today. Okay, if you can hold off just one more day, do it. Don't think this is a good decision-making day. We want to, when it's in the second position, we want to do the opposite of what this card is telling us. We want to cut corners. We want to speed things up because this is our focus, right? I see them going forward fast, like they were shot out of a bow and arrow bow, out of a bow. We can see our potential, we can see the potential of our new path, of what we want to step into. And we might want to take a little side step. It's faster. We want to not have that conversation. So you should have that conversation then. We don't want to do that action. So chances are we need to do that action. When we follow that energy right, Knight of Wands opens us up to newer and bigger and better realizations of what the potential can be going forward. So So today is not one to we have the focus. We want to go forward. We're ready. We're ready. We're standing at that line. We want to run. We want to go forward. And yet the Three of Pentacles says not yet. And you'll know why, because you'll learn something today. What called you? Why don't you want to have that conversation? Why don't you want to do that action? What's the fear behind it? Face that fear. Understand that fear. Learn from that fear, and that fear won't exist anymore. That's when you see outside the box. That's when you come to some realizations that were in front of you, but you never saw before. Because you always ran from that fear. So instead of running forward today, making some decisions on what you are going to do in your routine, in your work life, in your family life, in your love life, in your community life, in your spiritual life, hold off on that a little bit today. And really pay attention to those things that you're hoping will just dissipate in your life. Those things that you don't want to look at today. Because you don't want to have that conversation. You don't want to have to do that action. Figure out why. Where is the underlying fear? Get to the core of that one. I tell you, it'll be like an epiphany for you of new realizations of what you can do, of what you can master, of what you can manifest going forward. Let's get a affirmation card out. So I think it's some incredible energy, but it's up to us to use it. We do have free will, and we don't have to look at that action today. It's not going to force us to. We don't have to have that conversation today. Nothing's going to make us, only ourselves. But know that once you understand the fear of why you don't want to have that conversation, or why you don't want to do that action, the fear will dissipate. It will go away. You won't have that fear, and chances are it's something that's just a part of you that you didn't even realize. You learn a little bit more about you. You erase that fear. You empower yourself. And the Seven of Fire. Look at that. The unicorn dancing in the... It's like little fairies that are on fire flying around this unicorn. Probably 7 if we counted them. Okay, 7 of Fire. Personal best, going the distance, perseverance, nonconformity. I'm unstoppable. My passion pushes obstacles aside as I engage in sustained effort. As I engage in sustained effort. Oh, so we need to keep that front of mind today, okay? We need to know that my passion pushes obstacles aside as I engage in my sustained effort. I know how to bend, but I won't compromise on what's most important to me. If others aren't happy with the course I am on, I don't have to let their concerns affect me. I release the temptation to resist challenges, and I trust that I make things happen as I live life on my own terms. Inspired solutions present themselves. Inspired solutions will present themselves. I couldn't have said it better. That's what I was trying to say. I just get humbled every time Spirit works their magic like this. So, 7 of Fire. I'm unstoppable. My passion pushes obstacles aside as I engaged in sustained effort. So, it's almost like you turn the table. I shared a story one time about a guy who couldn't stand his job, had to go to work, started saying, I get to go play now. Instead of I have to go to work, he just replaced the sentence with I get to go play now. And he found out like 3 weeks later he was much more content in his work life. So don't look at what you have to do as something bad. Once again, recognize the fear, get rid of the fear so that you can do that action, so that you can have that conversation. I know how to bend, but I don't compromise on what's most important to me. If others aren't happy with the course I'm on, I don't have to let their concerns affect me. I release the temptation to resist challenges, and I trust that I can make things happen as I live life on my own terms. Inspired solutions present themselves. That is the energy. Let's get an animal here. So that's Midnight. I didn't want to tell you, but Midnight's been missing since Peanut's passing. Midnight disappeared. I think Midnight went on a search for Peanut, and she came home today, and she has not been quiet. I gave her a big bowl of food just before pressing the record button, but I'm sure you can hear her, and I'm pretty sure she's telling me that I need to get up and look for Peanut because she's already looked everywhere, because she's been non-stop meowing. There's nothing that has been able to. A big bowl of food was just a band-aid, not a solution. And we have slow down here. Slow down. You have the snail. Slow, quiet, and trust. Within you there is a stillness and a sanctuary to which you can retreat at any time and be yourself. Snail reminds you to take some time and slow down. Life has been much too chaotic for you, and there is a concern for your health if you do not take time for yourself. You may want to take a vacation in order to get away from the world and regain the sense of yourself. Nothing filled with activities, but instead a vacation that will be able to replenish your soul. So you know what? It doesn't have to be a week away somewhere or a weekend. It can be 10 minutes. You can block out 10 minutes and unplug everything and just have 10 minutes for you. And maybe you want to turn the music up loud and dance and sing at the top of your lungs. Maybe you want to light some candles and sit in quiet meditation. It doesn't really matter. But take that little mini vacation today. Slow it down. Give yourself 10 minutes. You do deserve that much. Come on. 10 minutes today. Slow it down. Splurge on a massage. Take a yoga class. Practice slowing down, and your body, mind, and spirit will gift you with the balance that you sorely need right now. You've lost the ability to trust and have built a shell around you. Slow down, quiet your emotions, and rest. Remember that trust and mistrust takes time, and so does the restoration of it. Don't stay too long without talking it through with a confidant. A retreat might just be what you need. Lock yourself in the bathroom, start a bubble bath, light some lightly scented candles, grab your favorite book, and slow down. Take it one step at a time. There's no race. Even though I said we were at the starting line, there really isn't a race. Empower yourself. Understand your fears a little bit more so that you can change your patterns of behavior that you haven't even realized about yourself because it's part of you for so long. It's like walking and talking and see really what has been holding you back. Slow it down a little bit today. Don't try and take the shortcut. It's sustained energy, sustained activity, determination, sustained determination that we give it every day. Understand the fear so you can release it and await the epiphany of how to go forward. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.